Playing Grafted Butcher, now everything is Menace. Hey Dragonauts, Astralsflame here, tapping out to talk about Abzan Toxic. Speaking of tap, why not tap that subscribe button to stay updated on all the new standard best of 3 decks for Magic the Gathering. Now, let's talk about Abzan Toxic. Abzan Toxic has one goal in mind, that is to get your opponent to 10 poison counters and win the game. The deck itself has a number of ways to do this from the toxic creatures that are in it. I mean, first off, you already see the Venerated Rob Priest. Targeting your creatures with any kind of spell, or even your opponent doing so, is going to uptick their poison counters. We're jamming in Skrelvs with Crawling Choruses, things that generate more or make it unblockable, Slaughter Stinger with Toxic 2, Bloated Contaminator, and even the Annex Sentry for some removal. So our creatures themselves have strong toxic triggers already, ways to sneak through, and some evasive action to remove things on the opponent's board, or trample just to get through. In addition to that, we're also playing in the Jawbone Duelist, which is a Toxic 1 double striker. And the more toxic we put on the Jawbone Duelist, the better it's going to be because of that double strike. So if we're able to combine Jawbone Duelist with, say, Skrelv, putting its toxic to 2, if Jawbone Duelist connects, that is going to be 4 poison counters put onto the opponent in one swing alone. That is absolutely huge. Now, pairing that together, the deck itself definitely plays in the aggro line. You want to get to curve, you want to make sure your creatures get out, and you don't want to have any issue with that. In order to keep a steady supply of toxic creatures rolling, we're also jamming in Skrelv's Hive here. We're going to start losing some life and making some toxic mites. But after you've assembled your little toxic army, we're going to work to finish off the opponent with a very well played Grafted Butcher. Since everything we have is a Phyrexian, they're all going to get Menace, plus an additional +1/+1. If our opponent is already corrupted, pair that with Skrelv's Hive, that means we are going to get lifelink, get a bunch of life back on that swing, and more than likely devastate our opponent's poison counter, putting them to a total of 10. Aside from that, that's all we want to do. It's toxic. It's get the opponent up to 10 and end the game. In the sideboard, we have some rather interesting choices on what we want to do, right? So starting off, let's look at Destroy Evils. We have those for handling enchantment matchups or larger creatures. Carnivorous Canopy is going to be a proliferation mechanic to help with our poison counters. In addition, getting rid of other enchantments or artifacts, maybe a creature with flying if you're rolling against angels. Elesh Norn is a good Phyrexian that can generate a full board state if we're up against other mid-range decks and our creatures just aren't sneaking through. Pairing to that same kind of line of play though with Elesh Norn, we're also running a Wedding Announcement. Wedding Announcement is really great along this line because it makes further tokens, lets us get some card draw, and like I said with Elesh Norn, sack those tokens to flip everything in, so you can get your board of extra incubation tokens running as Elesh Norn flips. Kind of lastly in the sideboard, we're also looking at Surge of Salvation. This is going to protect us and give our creatures hexproof from any kind of removal effects that the opponents may have. And that, my friends, is Abzan Toxic. Dragonauts, please enjoy the game. Oh, take the play. Slaughter Stinger. Stinger to charge the mites plus Grafted Butcher isn't actually bad. I'm going to keep. I don't mind this. I can just play in my Deathcap Glade. Delver, sure. Alright, let's go Slaughter Stinger. Delver does not flip. That is good. Cathartic Pyre? Well, that sucks. Well, I guess I'll just play in a Skrelv's Hive. Okay, Delver's still not flipping. That's good for me. Electric Static Infantry. Well, that's new. Just go Razorverge Thicket and pass the turn. We're gonna take some damage here, but I can charge with mites. So we'll take 2 and go to 15. Which is fine. Opponent gains the life. We're gonna go charge the mites here and make a couple 1/1s. Ew, and Spell Pierce? Yikes, alright. Opponent's just fairly well vested. Okay, can I, like, you know, actually draw in something? Alright, pass the turn. Delver's still not flipping, so that's handy. So I take another 3 and I go to 11. We'll make a Mirrex token here. Go down to 10. Jawbone Duelist, I like. Let's attack in for 3. Fading Hope's fine. Hours apart. Bet they laugh. Won't complain. Alright, so they're up to 3. We can play in Jawbone Duelist here. And I'll pass the turn. Okay. We're not looking bad. We get some life gain here. Go down to 9. Playing a Brushland. Playing Grafted Butcher. Now everything is Menace. That's kind of cool. And there's game 1. So we're going to bring in Search of Salvation and Alish Norn in for game 2. Work to maximize their resource and life total by tapping down the lands and giving some protection to us and our creatures from hexproof stuff. Let's get into game 2. Sure. Can I get a 1-drop? No, I can't. Alright, but I got Slaughter Stinger, so that's alright. Delver's back. Delver's back. Tell a friend. Phyrexian Stinger. Go, go. Does Delver flip this time? It does. An opponent has a negate. Interesting. Well, I mean, I'm just going to attack for 2. Force the block. So... they're gonna shore up? I don't know if I like that. +1/+1 against hexproof. I guess I could charge on the mites. Test if they have... get them to use like another spell here, right? Okay, second shore up. Alright. Well, that's 2 shore ups gone though. Questioning a lot? I mean, fair. It's always good to question things. Alright. We'll pass the turn. I'll just play in the Mirrex for now. Myself, for what you have to face, other than that, doing okay. Well, I'm glad you're doing alright, though. Electrostatic went to the bin, so they're trying to hit another land. So we go to 14 here. We'll make a Mirrex token. Annex Sentry is kind of nice. Let's go Seed Core. Let's poke in for 1. Will you post this list? Yeah, definitely. I absolutely can. I'm going to go for the Surge of Salvation here, actually. I want them to... yes, there we go. Beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. Because now that they've done that, I can Annex Sentry and take the Aberration. Now is mine. Ledger Shredder is annoying. We'll cast in a Mirrex. I'm going to play in Skrelv's Hive here. I'll say no attacks and done. I don't want to play in to buff up the Ledger Shredder. Yeah, Electrostatic Imagery. Ewy. But yeah, I'll post it to the list delivery. For sure. Just need to be careful that I don't die. I mean, it's only 1 damage, right? So... the nice thing here is I can actually trigger my Corrupt. No, I can't. I'm 1 short. I need to do Jawbone Duelist here. Say no attacks and pass. I'm almost able to. Okay. Where are all the chatting folks? Oh, everyone's kind of chilling right now. All right, well, let's play in Boseiju. I'm gonna go for the Grafted Butcher here. Sure, you can play with fire. Everything's still got Menace though. That's fine. Yeah, everything's still got Menace. And I just cashed an Elishnorn here. Get a 3/5. Okay. Get a Delver. Sure. I just have to live through this attack. Sharp is fine. I don't think I die? Yeah, I don't die here. I can't speak for the others. Watching bed and chilling. It is late. It's like it's all good. What you got, opponent? Yep. Let's go ahead and take out your blocker. Boop. And that should just be game. There's game 3. Hey Dragonauts, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. It is always appreciated. Please remember to tap that subscribe button to stay updated on all the new standard best of 3 decks from Magic the Gathering. And as always, keep believing. I'll catch you next time.